We're back in the Bourbon Lounge with Travis and Brandon. I am B Money, the producer. That over there is the talent Weekend Trav. I'm fresh back from vacation. We had to jump right into the Bourbon Lounge because today we are trying Old Soul High Rye Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Weekend Trav, you picked this one up. Give us a little rundown about this bottle.
So it's just it's a straight bourbon whiskey, 45% alcohol by volume, 90 proof, non-chill filtered, no color added. Cathead Distillery. It's a product of Mississippi's oldest distillery.
Mississippi. I don't think we've had anything from Mississippi before. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we're gonna
do
the
south.
We're gonna do the usual. Weekend Trav neat. I'm on the rock.
Let's do it. You know, for being 90 proof, I was thinking it was going to be kind of hot, but it's not actually.
It's not.
It's a little. There's not much to it, really.
Yeah, if anything, it's not. So, in my opinion, it's not bad, but it's kind of bland.
Yeah.
There's not really a lot to it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Actually. Oh, let me do. Now, my palate might be a little different. I've been on a beach and on a boat drinking fruity margaritas and stuff like that for the past week. So I actually haven't had any bourbon or whiskey for a week. There we go. Okay, there's a little more. That second sip, I get a little more flavor.
That's not what I'm getting.
Me either. Well, Weekend Trav, as we always do, we rate these from 1 to 10 boxing gloves on the ranking. Let's just jump to it. What are your factors here? What are you feeling when you're drinking this Old Soul High Rye?
Well, the good thing, a positive about it is it is pretty smooth. There's not a lot of bite to it. And like I said, usually about a 90 proof, you kind of it gets a little hotter, but it's not, so that's good. But I'm with you. It's very like faint of taste. It's not bad. It's not harsh. It's not like most people think bourbon is gasoline.
Right.
This is non-gasoline tasting. But you know, I like it. I'm gonna give it a solid rating. Not high though, but I'm gonna go like. I think it's more like a 7.4 for me.
Wow, that's still pretty high.
It is. I mean, anything over 7 is usually pretty good, but I've had some really good 8s lately, so that's why it was a little bit lower.
Okay, yeah, I think you're hitting some of the points on the head. I think if you're new into this foray of drinking bourbon, or you want to start and you want something that's just not going to be overpowering, not a ton of activity with the flavor profile, this kind of fits the bill.
Yeah, and the price point is right there too. It's like $45-$50.
Yeah, so if you want something that's pretty clean, easy, simple, you do get some of the heat. I get some of the heat in my chest a bit. It's an easy swallow. It's an easy everything. B Money's back.
That's what she said.
So you gave us 7.4. I'm going to give this a 7.0 just from the cleanliness factor. It's just kind of easy on the palate. So 7.0. We're going to average 7.2 boxing gloves for the Old Soul High Rye Straight Bourbon Whiskey coming to us from Mississippi. Weekend Trav.
Oldest distillery in Mississippi.
Well, that's very, very important. And like I always like to end these segments, the reason why I drink this stuff is because it's sterile and I like the taste.
I think that's a really good way to wrap it up.
There we go. Wrap it up, B. Weekend Trav, B Money. Check us out on the podcast dropping on Wednesday. We'll be finishing this bottle, or at least finishing part of it. And then we're talking to all your boxing, beers, and bourbon needs.
Let's go.
Subscribe below.